Ms. Zaf, and I want to learn about what you do because it was the first of its kind in the world. And I'm super interested to know because of what's the locked portion of it. I know what it means, but what are you guys doing to service those tokens? So I'll let you introduce what your great work is and what we're doing here today.
Thank you very much. So I'm Zaf. I'm the advisor for Second Swap. We're the first of its kind OTC trading platform for locked token. And what does that mean, like locked token? So there are a lot of circulating supply of token out there, but actually there are trillions of token locked. So from a VC perspective, when you get in early, you got a lot of locked token. Maybe there will be a vesting schedule of like 5 years. So you will not get your locked token until 5 years later. So from the VC perspective, they will want to monetize it. They cannot like book their earning until the token actually unlocked, right? And from a from a token issuer perspective, like the project protocols, when the token actually unlocks, there's tremendous sales pressure, right? You can imagine all the VCs trying to monetize and all that. So now and then, like the 5 years, there are actually a lot of trading opportunity for the lock token. Right now, it's happening on OTC, like offline OTC platform, maybe Telegram group. You can go there and then you see like some token deals coming out. It's a really manual and it takes a lot of time. Also, there's no guarantee you'll actually receive the token at the end. So what we're doing is we integrate directly with the smart contract of the token issuer so that we ensure that only the wallet address will be swapped and the locked period would not be changed. So there would not be like adding more supply for the circulating supply at this moment, but keeping everything the same, just changing hands. This way, more people can participate in early stage, not only the VC. Like retail can actually buy in early. For example, the token launched at $1. Now it's $100. So the investor actually earned 100 times already. But they can sell it in the second swap market at like a little bit of discount. For a buyer who wants to hold the token for long term, they don't really care about the locked up period. So they can buy the discount. Retail investor can actually participate like a VC. So this is what we're trying to do. And also for the token issuer, they can earn transaction fee from the locked token trading as well. Versus the token just sitting aside, being locked, they can actually get the trading fee as a revenue for the 5 years time.
Yeah, this is super interesting because I come from Wall Street. That was my first job. Okay, what happens during pre-IPO stage, right? There, much before pre-IPO, you have secondary shares. You have secondary markets for those shares. And yet it's been very personal. If you knew a Facebook employee before Facebook IPO'd, that literally they were meeting up at cafes selling shares with a lawyer there. It was like literally that's how it was happening. Became a little bit more sophisticated as tech after the post-financial crisis came out, and we had these secondary markets that are now tradable for retail. I would use retail loosely because it's accredited retail, which is not so retail, but it was still available. Why did it take us so long to get here? I love it. I love what you guys are doing, but it probably blew your mind too. It's like, wait, how did, this is the only one? And in the future, we're gonna need tens of these. But I'm so happy to know and you guys are at the forefront of that because it should have a value and it gives a certain level of sophistication to our markets that they're not just crappy tokens and they're not just tokens. This word has been so demonized and it's such a stigma now. It's been stigmatized, all the buzzwords that like I tell my projects and people is like, wait, don't do a token or wait as long as you can because it's diluted. But no one's benefiting from it. When you have crazy vesting schedules and I'm actually happy about those vesting schedules, to be honest, because it shows credibility. And then anything above 10% at TGE is called a scam now. If it's like 20, 30, 40, 50%, because for obvious reasons. But you're on the other side. You're on the other side of that 10% of TGE unlock. And it's very important. In my opinion, it just shows sophistication. And I love what you guys are doing. Do you agree or disagree with like that level of sophistication that we're giving to crypto companies now dropping tokens? Because by knowing that there's a value to those tokens, the investors are going to hopefully sell and sweep them up on both sides.
Yeah. I think it's not so much about like for investor to monetize before the token unlock. That's not what we're trying to do. It's about for them to maybe book a little bit of earning and for more people to diversify the people who actually hold a locked token. And I totally agree with you. It adds sophistication to all the crypto project because we can get more diverse holder. One, Number two is they're in it for long term. So we don't want people just like buy and flip the token. We want people who actually believe in the token project and actually hold it for a few years' time. So I think it adds a little bit of credibility, and also it adds more longevity to token project. That's what we're lacking now in the space.
Do you see, I want to play devil's advocate, do you see a downside potential or risk if too many big players come in and manipulate that market by being able to gain, so activist investor stuff, right? They're saying, well, I don't like that token. I'm a competitor. Well, it's a couple $1,000,000. I'll buy these off secondary shares and I'll own most of the supply. Maybe those have voting rights, governance. Can that be a potential risk?
That's a really great question. I think for the lock token, depending on whether the voting rights would be granted before this unlocked.
Right.
Yeah, and also I think it may happen, but also during the trading, the token project will actually be benefited from the trading fees, right? The more it change hands, the more the project can be benefited.
I wanted to play devil's advocate because there's always that other side, but it's like they're benefiting from it anyway.
Yes.
So that's interesting. But look, I'm not mad about activist investors. It's a rule. It's a position in our market, stock market more. But if we're going to do this progression into trying to mimic stocks, bonds, commodities, treasuries, and the big boys in New York and London and such, then we're going to need to act like them too. So yeah, activist investing in crypto could mean something. But that was just a little devil's advocate question. That's interesting. I really like that. But you killed it right there with the fees. It's like, wait, they're benefiting from the fees anyway. So it's like, thanks for buying our token. We get immediate cash flow. We get more token holders. We get more active wallets. Even if it's just one at a time. So that's interesting. Is there any one industry sector that you've seen be more appetizing or have done this? I don't know, like AI tokens have been really popular, or is it pretty broad?
Yeah. I think DeFi, and also we're actually seeing some RWA tokens.
Right.
That makes so much sense. Yeah.
And RWA is because I think it's a longer roadmap for some of those. Is that?
Don't mind holding it for
Yeah. I would be remiss to not talk about some of the, fads. Like we've had these RWA tokens, we have these AI tokens, and with long lockups and a lot of promise, and then something happens, whether it's a bad egg from the market making side or something, but that's just part of the game, right? You're just offering a next level, opportunity to a side that wasn't offered before.
Yes.
Right. What excites you about this whole space moving forward in the next 2 years?
I think the most exciting thing is seeing more retail people can join in earlier. Not everyone is in the VC can get in the project early, right? And I think for myself as a retail investor, I love to see this happen, and I can support the project I like in the long-term perspective, rather than just buying the market and just trading. I think this adds more substance to like the whole industry as well. So this is what excites.
And the reason why I equally agree, because I don't know if anybody knows this yet or not, but retail still isn't participating in this market. And that's crazy. If you're a price action, gal, and you're a trader guy, whatever you are, to know that retail is still not participating is wild.
Exactly.
In the numbers that we've had before per capita. Like we're still not, it's the institutions running the game. It's the governments and the institutions. So
Not so much decentralized, right?
No, not at all. I mean, sadly, but it is what it is. Nothing can truly be decentralized if you want to play at this level, because you're working with governments, regulations, jurisdictions. So, but you're offering a retail solution. So I'm extremely excited. Please look up what they're doing. And so far, no competition, but I would love to see that you guys expand into different markets. Have you thought about other markets other than crypto, or are we staying hardcore crypto for now?
Staying for the
Tokens. Yeah. The natural progression is, hey, why don't you just open up a secondary market for stocks that are offering crypto exposure or blockchain exposure? So I'll leave that to simmer. Very nice to meet you. I learned a lot. Thank you so much.